Hey guys, it's been a while since I did another vlog. Not much, not up to much. Just actually scrapping old air conditioners for parts. I figured I'd share because these are a gold mine for good relays. For anybody who's into modding e-bikes and you need a ignition relay. The ones I've been using so far are basically for cars, and this one here is an indoor unit or window unit, and this thing's rated for 250 volt at 30 amp. But like most relays, these have to be actually rated for 30 amp because the compressor will pretty much burn them out if it stalls. So they got to be rated for that constant. These ones here are the same. This is an indoor unit that had the pipes that go out the window. This one has dual at 250 volts at 30 amp. These will latch at 12 volts or 13 volts, no problem. At very low amps, under an amp, will latch these. So what I'm going to do is pull them off, glue them together, run the terminals in parallel, as well as the coils. That way, I'll double it to 60 amps at 450 volts. It'd be fine. I'll never burn out. Then I can just basically wrap it and shrink wrap and run the leads out. When I'm basically done, everything on the bike's going to be basically RC style, where it's just basically shrink wrapped with a bunch of leads coming out, and you just basically plug them in. That's the plan anyway. It won't look like a substation going down the street. You know what I mean, with relays and wires everywhere and everything else. This is from the indoor unit. Some of those indoor units, or the ones that roll up to the window, they can do either heat or cold, and this is basically what you'll find inside of it. There's a model number there, RHC 641. AC is 120 volts at 1,250 watt. And trust me, this thing gets hot. What I do with it is I put a PC fan on the top of it. It won't melt it. I run a 12 volt power supply for the fan, so it's running constant, and you can use this to just charge and maintain your battery. I've tried it with 75 volts. It gets quite hot. I've tried it with 49 volts. Still gets pretty hot, and it does put a good load on your battery pack if you want to check for bad cells or whatever. Right now I have a situation on my pack where when I get to a certain part in the ride, my BMS will cut out, and it's a bit of a pain to find the cell that's bad because by the time you get home, the cells have been resting and they're pretty much all at the same level. So what I do is I put a load on it with this. Well, I did put a load on it with this, and just charged the pack until the BMS cut out again. But this time it was on the bench, and I found the cell. So this has already paid off. These are worth their weight in gold if you can find these. Like, I gave you the model number there. Maybe you might be able to buy it. RHC 641. Yeah, so if you can find that, that's really good for discharging cells. I even tried a single cell. It works with a single cell. It's pretty much protected, so it's not going to burn your house down if the fan dies. It's got this relay here. It only lets us get a certain temperature, and it clicks off and on. And it's also got a thermal fuse on it, so it's totally safe. You'll have to build your own. I basically put it on 2 blocks of wood, so it wasn't touching the table. It was up about that high with a fan. Probably wouldn't do it like that because it would start to cook the table. But that works pretty good. I figured I'd share this because this stuff's going into production. I'll show you what I made. The next vlog, I'll show you what I made and how it plugs into the bike. But when I'm done with the components on the bike, basically everything's going to be shrink wrapped, tie wrapped to the bike. You won't even pretty much know that it's an e-bike, really. At the moment, like I said, it looks like it's a rolling substation, relays and shit all over it. It's driving me nuts. So I want to slim it down. Plus, this way, if I get more of these, I can build another pack, and if they do fail, I can just basically unplug the one and plug the next one in. That's the idea, anyway. But anyway, yeah. So Figured I'd share that. Take it easy. See you in the next one.